from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee Titans jogging onto the field. They'll be led by their quarterback, Marcus Mariota. Now, this is a group, Charles, and the Titans. They were rolling for a while. Winners of 6 of 7 in the middle of the season. Then they had close losses at Arizona and San Fran. Kind of put a wrench in what they were hoping to do down the stretch. But focus on Mariota. Hasn't been the year that he had hoped for.
No, not at all. Because I think most of us expect him to take the big jump here in year 3 as a starter in the NFL. He's had some injuries. He's taken away his mobility. He's had some leg injuries, and that's hurt him a little bit. But you just mentioned close losses to Arizona and San Francisco. Teams that are going to the playoffs should find ways to beat those two teams. All right, this is that type of a year. And Marcus Mariota said it himself. He's not played his best football. In fact, got frustrated and had a rough media encounter before Mom called and said, you need to apologize. I did not raise you to be rude with the media. And that's exactly what he did.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Mariota gives to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tom Holly is one of the players you absolutely have to respect in the NFL. Goes about his business the exact way you want to. 100% day in, day out. Plays the run, plays the pass, and knows how to get to the quarterback. And what they've done really well with him in Kansas City, taking care of him as he's gotten older. They've cut down the number of plays that he's been on the field for, but his percentage of getting it to the quarterback continues to rise. Tom Holly's the guy you want on third down when it's time to go get the QB.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mariota. And some space here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, Key guys are out. The next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here come the Kansas City Chiefs, and the quarterback under center will be Alex Smith. And this year, you know, they started out red hot, 5-0. Then at the end, they're in a fight to make the playoffs. So Alex Smith, has he done enough to be the man under center? Maybe Patrick Mahomes gets another shot in the future? What do you think?
He has done enough to remain the starting quarterback in Kansas City. But will he is the question. All right, you're exactly right. 5-0 start. Big fight down the finish to try and make the playoffs. A big win over the Chargers in Week 15 that gave them a leg up. But the bottom line is, when you draft Patrick Mahomes that high, when you move from 27 to 10 to make that selection, chances are they're going to want to see Patrick Mahomes under center in 2018.
You know, but you made a point about Alex Smith that I like, that sometimes people heard you say the wrong way. You said he's the most confident quarterback. And you still stand by that?
I do, because he's kind of let everything else go. It's kind of like, you guys are going to criticize me no matter what I do. I'll just keep producing, and I'll keep playing and making big throws. And he did that throughout 2017.
So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. With it is Jackson. And now running right through it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And now back out comes the offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was a quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those?
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And Wilson has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. Still fighting for more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First and 10. Here's Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahawley coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Second down, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he hits his man, Matthews. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now to throw on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, lo and behold, someone tried to throw the ball on Revis Island. Now we know why you don't attempt to do that.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time. From the 50, it's Smith. And no escaping this time as Hill go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Chiefs have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Titans won't care how much their offense is on the field as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Titans have it on 2nd and 5. Parker's able to zero in on the QB here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Late in the second, Smith's got the completion from the gun, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Staying late in the second, Ali's got the sack here. This goes for a loss of 4. Staying late in the half, Klug's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Smith now on second down. And some room to maneuver. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender. And he ended up making the play there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And able to find Decker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. First down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and goal. Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll toss it to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.